Hey guys, James Ryan here. Time to share my thoughts on this little amplifier here, which is the smallest in the brand new Fender Mustang GT range. Now, I get the feeling that maybe this amp has been a little bit misunderstood, and there seems to be some people out there that want to find ways to criticize things when really there's no need to, because we are so spoilt in general, but that's a rave for another day. Let me tell you about this amplifier. It's unlike any of the other amps in the range, and unlike probably anything that Fender have done, and unlike most amps in general. It's got two small 6.5-inch speakers which are full range. It's got a closed back, it's got a bass port. It's obviously designed to do more than just your typical guitar amp. Now, it does guitar amp things just fine, as you will hear, but what it does fantastically is plays back your music via Bluetooth so that you can jam along and have the sound of your music fantastic as well as your guitar sound. Now, obviously a traditional guitar amp of any sort doesn't sound real good with music pumped through it. You know, they can do it, but it's not going to sound great. So they have designed this around having the music played back sounding fantastic, having the guitar sounds fantastic. It has most of the same features otherwise that the other Mustangs have. There's a few less controls on the front of the actual interface per se, just that it's a bit smaller, but it does all of the same stuff, all the same effects, same amp models, etc. It's got a few less outputs on the back. It doesn't have a recording output. However, and I'll show you, I've got a cable plugged into the headphone output, which I just thought I'd try, and it sounds great for recording. So you can do it easily that way. It also has a USB output for recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you have a listen to the sound via this method. Obviously it's quite difficult to let you guys hear what it literally sounds like through the speakers, but I will do some kind of recording so you can at least get an idea. By the way, that's the sound of a Princeton. It's just a preset of Princeton being smashed over the head. Kind of can hear that amp actually bleeding just a little bit. Just wanted to quickly say, I'll do a recording here with the Rode mic in front of the amp, but it's basically impossible to get a really good idea of what this sounds like with a microphone put there in front. You know, with the bass port on the back and the design of this, it's not really something that can be or is meant to be captured by a mic sitting in front of the amp. Having said that, to me it sounds fantastic standing in front of the amp and not all that different to what you heard with the direct sound. So hopefully you'll check one out and be able to hear it for yourself. I just can't get over the fact that I can be on my phone here, changing this value here, and I'm looking on top of the amp, and I'm looking at the bass level going up and down. I'll probably do that for days. Anyway, magic it is. Not only can I, of course, control the amp, edit the sounds, do all that via an iPhone, which is fantastic alone, but it gets better. seriously, need I go on? Because I could go on all night. Because that's so unbelievable. I only just realized that through this, I can actually play back music through my computer using Bluetooth, which I couldn't do before. Interesting how all of this is interweaved. Anyway, you can play back anything that's on your iPhone through the amp, and then you can jam along with it. You can change the presets on your amp as you go. You can come up with new sounds. You could save them. There are so many things you could do, and it just works.